This is Sister Wives, Season 12, Episode 9 and 10, PolygaMexicamist Wedding. Yeah. This is our new dog that we adopted from the shelter. Say hi to all the nice people. Hi, everybody. I'm glad that we can all get together here and talk badly about people on TV. Okay, good girl. Now lay down. Lay down. Okay, so I decided we need to update the opening credits. And it needs to be Mary, and she needs to be like, I'm really miserable, but what else am I going to do? And then Christine's like, I'm so much happier than I was a few years ago when everything was terrible. And then Janelle can be like, I just ignore everyone and do my own thing. And then Robin can be like, I'm in control of everything, bitches! Much better opening credit. Cody's hair, out of control. He needs to like brush it, or I don't know whether he like kind of has it messy so that it looks fuller. I do have to say, I am a fan of the ponytail just because it's like, I don't know what's going on the rest of the time. McKelty says the only change in getting married will be that instead of calling him, she'll just call him her husband. And I'm like, oh girl, if you think that is the only difference between getting married. They're pretty, from my understanding, it's a pretty devout Mormon. And so it seems really unlikely that they were living together, in which case if they're moving in after, they don't say, so I don't know, I'm just guessing, I don't know any of this. If you know, you can tell me. But everything's going to change. Your finances. Vacations.
No closet space.
Having to put up with someone 24 hours a day, no matter how annoying they are.
I know, right?
Oh, and then, first of all, he calls his groomsmen brosmen, because, you know, people often use the word bro in, like, a positive way. And then Cody's like, you know who I really feel bad for at a polygamous wedding? The groom. It's so hard for him.
Maybe they'll pass a law and he'll get some say.
Oh my gosh. I was like, so we've been watching on the computer, and I don't know if it's a site or internet or a computer or what, but we can't fast forward. Can't fast forward, so we could just watch it. And so he's like, oh, it's just so tough. And I was like, wow, you know how you solve that? Don't marry a second woman.
Right?
Only, you know, like if we just put together, I don't know if there's ever been an episode where Cody hasn't worked in how difficult his life is. I just find it insufferable. And then Christine's at getting the wedding, she's like loud and annoying, and Aspen's like, Mom, you need to stop. You're really raising everyone's anxiety level. It's very stressful. And she's like, I'm just so annoying. And it's like, yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't invite you anywhere. So interesting, Mary didn't talk the entire 2 hours. The only time I saw her talk was when they did the old, new, borrow blue thing. She wasn't she was like there in the interviews like she's trying, like when all the wives are like, Cody's so funny, oh, she's like I'm gonna like smile, like I totally get it, but I can't even be bothered to.
And Cody's like, finally, she learned her place.
Oh gosh. So they have no backup plan for a winter wedding in Utah? Huh, why not Wyoming? Why not Alaska? Why not a winter wedding in Alaska outside? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And Cody was late to the wedding, and I was so ready to be like, that's so selfish, you know, it's the only thing you have to do, it's just unbelievable. Then I thought that it was because Christine left his clothes and didn't tell him till the last second, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not really his fault. And I hated having to admit it, but it's true. They claimed that 400 people were going. There were not 400 people at the ceremony. There were not. Maybe 120, I guess maybe 200. You couldn't really see, maybe, but there were not 400. There might have been 400 at the reception, but there was not at the...
Did they run out of tacos?
That's the whole thing. So the tacos. We're going to run out of tacos. Tony was so right, we're going to run out of tacos. They never actually said we ran out of tacos. They kept talking about we're going to run out of tacos. And Tony was so right about those tacos. But then I didn't hear, there was no mention, and you know they would have put it on the episode if there was, of people saying, oh, there's no more food. Oh, there's no more food. So I count that as, I feel like this whole season can be summed up with, we're going to make up a whole bunch of problems at the beginning, and we're going to talk about them every episode, all season long.
Play the same clips, every episode, all season long.
Oh, we're running out of tacos. They didn't run out of tacos.
This whole entire season could have been summed up in a 2-hour episode, and that still would have been too long.
Yeah. Tony's gonna put cake in her face, and I got all mad. Oh, that's so true. In the end, she's like, I asked him not to because I wanted it to be my special day. And he's like, yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, so seriously, we'd have like 6 episodes about that? Then we didn't get to see Christine sing. We definitely needed a billion episodes of that. This whole season is like, there's no payoff. So the whole Mary thing with the house, as bizarre as that was, do we get a conclusion to it? Because this wedding happened in December, and she bought it and opened it in like October, November or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I just feel like that was, as bizarre as that story was, I was kind of interested in seeing like how that was going to work. They had dancing. There was a piñata. Super tacky.
Super tacky.
So awkward to watch them like wail away at these. And I'm like, well, they get all their anger out. And I'm like, how angry can you be at the start of a wedding? Like, good luck. The rest of it. So I heard that they canceled Sister Wives, which this whole season is like, I kind of get. I thought the only interesting thing was, I say interesting, it was the back brace. And then it feels like they just totally, like, we finally got over this wedding, 10 episodes in, and now they're just going to jump to something that has, like, we didn't see Mariah all season, and when we did, she's like, and now I guess we're doing a whole episode devoted to her, which might be because I heard that she's going to get her own spin-off show. I don't know if I can watch that. It has nothing to do with her being a lesbian. It has to do with her crazy bad attitude, which I think it goes without saying that that's not the problem. I am interested. I did hear that Maddie and Caleb, they may be, what I hear is that they might do like a Duggar spinoff. So if you know, I don't read, not because I'm so too good for it, because I'm definitely not too good for anything. But I don't like read like People Magazine or the gossip stuff. I got too much I'm too busy Netflixing and on Facebook to follow that. So if you know the rumors as to what's happening, because I finally have people to talk to, and they're going to cancel our show, and like, what are we going to talk about now? So anyway, I will see you next week.